I don't care. I'll do it. I'll do this review. I don't care what people think about me. I might be wearing a cat shirt. I don't care. I'm gonna make my review because I'm a true American hero. I'm a true American reviewer. It's my review and no one else. They betray me. I'm not gonna do the whole review like that. The Disaster Artist. From a director, producer, and the star of Disaster Artist, this movie is directing and produced and starring James Franco, the man himself. This is also produced in all the This Is the End kind of movies and a lot of stuff from like Neighbors, all that kind of stuff. And I was very much looking for this movie because of one movie only. This movie, Disaster Artist, is based off the most infamous, famous, bad movie ever made, The Room. Yes, I own The Room. The Room is terrible, but it's terrible in the most fun way possible. This is the worst film. If you really want to get into it, The Room is awful. It is truly but when you watch it, you're like, how did this get made? Where did Tommy Wiseau come from? How old is he? Where did he get the $6 million from? We don't know. And at this movie, you still don't know. Like, okay, so Disaster Artist really is about, it's set like in 1998, whatever, and it goes into 2003 where they were making The Room. It stars Tommy Wiseau, James Franco as Wiseau, and Dave Franco as his friend, as Mark. Oh, hi, Mark, in the story, whatever. What's his name in real life? I forget his real name. I'm really mad I can't remember his name. But either way, he's Mark in the movie as The Room. Dave Franco as him. And you got Seth Rogen as like the script supervisor. You got a bunch of cameos. Bryan Cranston pops up in one part, one teeny role though. It's just, the cast is filled with just funny actors, very famous people, because everyone knows. Like, this movie literally starts off, this isn't a huge spoiler, it literally starts off with interviews of famous actors and even a director talking about The Room. Like, The Room is something that, like, this movie is famous for being how bad it is. And this movie is actually kind of an underdog story about Tommy and Mark, whatever. They're going to Hollywood. They're going to go to Los Angeles. I'm a true American hero. And he's going to go make a movie, get in the Hollywood business. But as you know, The Room turns out to be dismal, but it grows into a following and is now one of the biggest movies to be watched every year. It's got a cult following. It is going to go down as the worst film ever made, and this movie is perfect. Okay, I will say this, before this review starts, I do recommend watching The Room before seeing the movie. A lot of people have said to me that you don't really need to watch it. So I took my friend along to go watch it, and he watched it, and he liked it. He liked it a lot. He said it was a very funny movie. But he said, I wish I watched The Room first, and then I probably got way more jokes. And it's true, I really recommend watching The Room first. I really do recommend it. But The Disaster Artist is great, guys. I laughed from the opening scene to the last. It is seriously just a perfect representation of how this movie got made. And a lot of this stuff is true, what Tommy Wiseau did. Now let's talk about Tommy Wiseau. James Franco asked him. Now there has been some flowing theories of James Franco might actually get an Oscar nomination for this movie. And if you ask me, he deserves maybe an Oscar. He deserves a nomination. He might even deserve a win. James Franco as Tommy Wiseau is seriously great. At first, I was like getting used to it. Like when the first time you see him, you're like, we're in for something. And guys, James Franco knocks out of the park. In my personal opinion, he holds the Best Actor award at the moment. He was outstanding as Tommy. I can't give him enough credit. He is so good in this movie, guys. Like, James Franco deserves a nomination. And once we get the nominations, if he's in there, what's his competition? Right now, I give him the statue. I'm like, I can't. He turns into Tommy Wiseau. I never saw James Franco, not a single bit. He is great. And I do want to give major credits to Dave Franco because he is our true main lead. He's the one who goes and meets Tommy. He becomes friends. They want to make a movie. It's kind of like an underdog story and you want to pull for him. But what it turns out to be is some of the most funniest things in history. And it is great. I won't get into it as much, but there are some hysterical scenes. Every time James Franco talks, the crowd laugh. I was in a full crowd theater, and I could tell all these people in this room have watched The Room, and they were just dying laughter. This movie from start to beginning is hilarious, and it's a great true underdog story. If I have any criticisms, they kind of underuse Josh Hutcherson a little bit. They underuse a lot of the other actors. I mean, our main two are Tommy and Mark, whatever. Those are the main two. Everyone else kind of gets background a little bit, even Seth Rogen a little bit. But I just wish they used them a little bit more. But overall, I enjoyed this movie. James Franco deserves an Oscar nomination 100%. And right now, I think he deserves a win. I'm saying it. And the directing by him, he did a good job. A lot of handheld cam, I will admit. Sometimes it was a little jarring, all the switching around. It was very handheld. I could have gone with some just stable thing. But overall, I enjoyed the movie. I really love everything they did in this movie. It was interesting. You felt bad for Tommy, and my God, the end credits. There is an end credit scene, but there's a scene before the credits actually begin. It is so jarring how much they went and filmed exact motions and movements of the room. When you see this movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. It is insane how close they got to shot to movement from the room. It is crazy. I am giving The Disaster Artist a really good A. It is a solid comedy. It's a good underdog story. It's got great performances from everyone. The story is good. The directing is good. Give James Franco an Oscar nomination, please. And heck, give him the win. He deserved it for 127 hours, and you know it. Give him a win for something outrageous. It would be great if he won. Dude, I would be so happy if a true like this one, because it's so different and it's deserving. And then James Franco, he deserves a nomination. I think he deserves a win, and he might get nominated Best Director, but I see too much competition in that category. But actor, get him a nomination, please. Anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.